Bam! What's up, everybody? Chris here with Klinger Holsters, and today we are looking at the Ruger Max-9 pistol. Is this the best target pistol Ruger makes? No way. Is it the best duty pistol Ruger makes? No. Is it the best concealed carry pistol Ruger makes? Yes. There's a few things that you need in a concealed carry pistol. You want at least 10 rounds in the mag. You want it to be pretty thin. Let's look at the top profile of that. And you want it to handle well, and most importantly, it has to be reliable. The Ruger does all of these things for well under $400. That makes it the best concealed carry pistol Ruger has come out with to date. Now before, if you wanted a Ruger for concealed carry, you had to choose between the Ruger LCP or LCP Max or the LC9. Those pistols were okay for concealed carry. In fact, the LCP Max is great for concealed carry if you just want a tiny little pistol to carry with you. The LC9 was about this size. The problem with the LC9 is it only carried a few rounds of ammo. I believe 7 rounds in the mag. That's okay, but 12 is better. Now there are a lot of things that Ruger did with this pistol to up the game from the LC9. And we're going to get into all of those today. Ruger finally gave us what we were asking for in a concealed carry pistol. We didn't want the LC9 because it couldn't compete with the P365 and its 12 rounds of ammo, or the Glock 43X. We didn't want the LCP Max unless we had to have a tiny little gun that day. We wanted a gun the size of the Ruger LC9, but with the capacity of the P365 or the Glock 43X and so forth. You need at least 10 rounds if you really want to leave the house and feel like you have enough ammo to protect yourself. And if you wanted a Ruger pistol, that wasn't possible unless you got a very large gun until today. The SR9C and the Security 9 Compact, both of those pistols were, about this length and height, but they were 1.5 inches thick. To whereas this Ruger is about 1 inch thick. The Max-9 is what we needed if you are a Ruger fan. Let's look at build quality. I think the Ruger Max-9 is an amazing pistol, and I think the build quality is great. I wouldn't quite put it up there with the SIG P365 or the Glock 43X or the Springfield Armory Hellcat, but I do think that it's almost there. There's a couple of little things that keep it from getting quite there on the build quality. Number one would be the finish on the slide. I feel like it just looks a little cheaper. With that being said, I don't think it's bad, and it's probably going to protect the pistol just fine. Also, I would say it's probably even going to hide scratches and whatnot better, just because it's a little more pebbly looking. It's not quite as smooth. The sights on this pistol are very nice. It has a blacked out rear sight. The front sight is fiber optic with the tritium insert. So the fiber optic sight will actually absorb the light rays and reflect it down so you can see. In dark situations, that tritium front sight will glow without being charged by the sun. The safety lever it's amazing. If you like safeties on your pistol, it's a very good snick. It's very tactile. It comes down easily. The one other thing I really don't like about this pistol is that takedown lever. SIG has spoiled me to having that little lever that flips down. So the same for Springfield Armory. It's the best way to take down a pistol. This sucks because you have to put the slide back, drop the magazine, pull the trigger. I don't know why we're still making guns like this, that you have to pull the trigger to take down a pistol. That's how accidents happen. And then you have to pull it forward and line up that pin in the groove there. Everything else about this pistol and the quality, the build quality, I would say is great. The stippling is really, really good. It feels good in the hand. It's a nice metal trigger. The sights are amazing. Everything else about this pistol is really, really good, especially the reliability. That alone says the quality's there. All right, so the build quality leads directly into our talk about ergonomic. They go hand in hand. The ergonomics on the Ruger Max-9, they're amazing. Ruger really nailed it. And I would say this feels as good or better in my hand than the P365X does from SIG or the Glock 43X. They just nailed it. And I'm not even 100% sure why. The only thing I can come up with is how high you can get your grip on this pistol. It's the undercut on the trigger guard and on this beaver tail just lets you get a really good high grip on it. Everything's nice and smoothed off and rounded. You know, the Glock feels like you're holding the 2x4 in your hand with the full size ones. And with the more compact 43X, it feels like a 1x4 in your hand. This is nice and rounded off and smooth on the edges. I can get my pinky, I have medium sized to small hands, and I can get my pinky on that extended mag perfectly. The ergonomics of the stippling are really good. Sometimes some pistols will make the stippling so harsh so that you have a great grip on the shooting range that it rubs you raw if it's up against your skin. And some pistols, they don't put enough stippling. I feel like Ruger has struck the perfect balance here on the stippling. It's good enough to give you a good grip, but not so harsh that it rubs your skin raw. It's pretty much perfect. I like the slide serrations on this pistol. It feels very easy to get a good pull on it, and the slide isn't even that hard to pull back either, which is another great part of the ergonomics of this pistol. The Ruger Max-9 is perfect for concealed carry. With a 3.2-inch long barrel, about an inch thick, the grip is just tall enough to get your hand on it, a little over 18 ounces, and it holds 12 rounds. You couldn't ask for a better concealed carry pistol. It's about as good as it gets as far as size, weight, and ammo capacity. This is a concealed carry machine. It's what it was built for, and Ruger has built it well, and it will serve you well for concealed carry. So how did the Ruger Max-9 do on the range? I'm going to tell you, but first, a quick word from Klinger Holsters. If you need the best holster ever made for the Ruger Max-9, I mean the absolute best holster money can buy for the Ruger Max-9, then you need Klinger Holsters. This hinge holster will pull the grip of your pistol close to your side as you tighten your belt down. This flexible tab works in tandem with this cling tab. This stiffer tab, when you tighten your belt down, pulls that grip in nice and tight. It's adjustable for ride height and cant because of the adjustment holes for your clips. Let me tell you what the real game changer is, and that's that cushion on the back. The Klinger cushion from Klinger Holsters. It's amazing because it takes the hard edges of that holster, any plastic holster, completely out of the equation. It makes any holster comfortable. And the best part is you don't even have to have a Klinger holster. You can put this on any holster. It's thin and the perfect amount of cushioning. It has multiple layers, and this top layer is breathable. It's very similar material that you would find in a tennis shoe. It's utterly amazing, and if you don't have this for every holster, you're missing out on concealed carry, folks. And you don't even have to have a different cushion for each holster. You can pick up some extra dots on our website, put them on all your holsters. So get you this cushion and some extra dots, and your concealed carry will be literally transformed. I promise you. You have to at least get this if you won't get a Klinger holster. This is the most comfortable holster ever made. It's the Klinger, or the Comfort Kling by Klinger Holsters. It fits multiple pistols this size, and we have a bigger size for bigger pistols. It works with friction. It's a high friction outer shell, a very cushiony inner shell, and a very low friction ballistic nylon on the inside. So when you cinch your belt down, you stick this in your waistband, you cinch your belt down, and the pistol just comes right out. It works great in the pocket too. This is a game changer. If you just want to grab your pistol and go and you don't want to fiddle with getting the holster out, getting it on your belt and all that, just grab this Comfort Kling, stick it in your waistband, cinch your belt down, and you're good to go. It is really, really comfortable. You don't have any hard edges, just super cushiony, soft goodness to go with that Ruger Max-9. Okay, so let's see how this pistol shoots. My cousin Jebediah is at the range right now with the Ruger Max-9. Jebediah, are you there? Hey cousin, yeah, I'm here. Okay, so you've got the Ruger Max-9 right now and you're going to put it through its paces.
Yep, let's go! see that, cousin? I whooped them targets.
Yeah, yeah. That was real good, Jebediah. So, what'd you think about the Ruger Max-9?
Well, you know it's a small gun, so it does kick a little, but I roasted those targets.
Okay, did you experience any malfunctions of any kind?
Nope.
Being a smaller pistol, how did it fit your hands?
Well, as you know, Chris, my hands are just enormous. I have ginormous man hands, but somehow I'm able to wrap them around this small little Ruger Max-9. I mean, the gun makers over at Ruger must have worked some kind of crazy voodoo to get this thing so ergonomic that my giant hand can fit around that pistol like that.
Actually, Jebediah, I think your hands are about the same size as mine. They're a little bit smaller than average.
Well, Chris, you know, we'll just have to agree to disagree, especially seeing how you're not a doctor or anything.
Okay, Jebediah, anything else you want to share with our viewers about the Ruger Max-9?
I like it a lot, Chris. In fact, even though I've got some great guns, I'm going to add this one to my collection. I'm going to keep it.
Actually, I need that one back.
One last thing I need to talk about, Chris. Underneath of that YouTube screen, there's a little like button. It's about yay big. If you could give that thing a little flick, I'd appreciate it. Also, I read all my fan mail down in the comments.
Thanks, Jebediah. I'd also like to note that I have personally put over 1,000 rounds through the Ruger Max-9, and I thought it shot great. It didn't malfunction on me, not one time, and it was pretty accurate. Overall, it's a great pistol and it handled really, really well, especially when you consider the value and the affordability of the Ruger Max-9.